In this video, I watched the Kamala versus Trump epic rap battle of history. I have been long awaiting for this thing to come out, and it surprise dropped today. And I literally streamed this video earlier. I just really wanted to hop on this and doing these sort of quickies where when Kendrick dropped randomly. And also, it's a great time as any to plug my YouTube's Plus, limited time only. Anyways, here's my reaction. This wasn't the plan today. You're in line for a Kamala rally? There is no easy way to say this. The epic rap battle has dropped. It was cutting it so close to the election that we were scared it wasn't gonna happen. With having to switch around the cast and rewrite so many bars, so much context. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, but there's a few things we need to think about. One, epic rap battles does their best, even if they have some level of bias, to write from the perspective of the character that they're portraying. Trump is going to probably dig in at some of the stuff that you could make valid arguments at Kamala for and vice versa. This is making the arguments in some of the most cohesive ways that some of the consumers will actually see it. Two, we don't know who has the first verse, and in history, whoever has the first verse in an epic rap battle of history about a presidential election loses. Trump went first in 2020, lost. Clinton went first in 2016, lost. Mitt Romney went first in 2012, lost. This matters. Is the mandate of heaven real? This will either be a bad sign or a bucking of the trend, a first in epic rap battle history. Get it? You see what I did there? I'm going to be pausing a lot because I want to call out bars as I see them, and anytime I see a good bar, I'm taking a drink. Do we have any predictions on who the guest features are going to be? Biden is likely. You know, he might have the first verse and then just get subbed out, and that's how they get around the stigma. Everybody lock the fuck in. This ain't no joke. Turning this shit up. Ooh, this instrumental is already.
Donald Trump wasn't.
I got the best word.
Oh! He went first! Woo! Okay.
Please ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter.
That's a reference to when he made fun of a New York Times reporter in 2015 at one of his rallies. There's dispute over if he was actually targeting the disability. That was the narrative at the time.
A scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax.
He's saying that basically Kamala stole the nomination from Joe Biden. He misses his butt buddy really bad. There's no punchline without joke Biden.
Get your mugshot and your mugshot, then come talk to me about convictions.
Ooh! Wait, that's a bar! I don't care if you're a prosecutor. I got a mugshot. People put it on shirts. They use it as profile pictures. I got shot in the head. Come talk to me then. That's a bar.
The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. You're in.
Very in character for Trump. Very in character. I think ideologically, just based on how they slant Clinton versus Trump, Lincoln says, wipe that creepy ass smile off your face and beat this dummy. I don't think they like Trump. I think they do his writing justice, all right? Camel Toe Harris is crazy. There have only been 2 female presidential nominees, major ticket presidential nominees, and Trump has run against them both. There's an argument. He's done a lot for women. I'm kidding. I'm not even gonna finish that joke. If we just look at the amount of women presidential candidates, everybody else running? 0. Trump? 2. Infinite ratio.
Prop it up Joe like it was Wicked and Biden. I'm here to teach.
The flip on Weekend at Bernie's and Bernie Sanders being the #1 runner-up in 2020. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I want a Five Nights at Biden's bar, bro. I need a FNAF reference in here, otherwise it's not really finished, is it? Dude, I'm fucking sweating. I'm too fucking into this.
Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
Mike Pence, baby. Fucking took him off the presidential ticket.
And don't even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding.
Okay, on second thought, that flow is pretty tough. Okay, Kamala time.
You're not all ears, but listen up close. You are
Shot in the ear. Part of it just went flying off. The flows on this beat are a little rudimentary. Got a little more complex as Trump's verse went on. It sounds like Blondie. You do the shoot, and then you hit on a snoot.
been bending American decency over a barrel, giving Lady Liberty the finger like these Jean Carroll and that.
I don't get that one. E. Jean Carroll. Oh my God. Oh, that's a cut. That's a fucking cut. E. Jean Carroll shares graphic details of alleged Trump essay. I'm gonna Control F finger on this. Yep. Oh my fucking God. Take a sip. Comparing how people say he allegedly treats women the same way he violates democracy from our perspective type shit. God damn.
In that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles.
I don't remember if this is one he's still being arbitrated in court over, or if it's one of the ones he's been convicted for. But do you remember when he had a bunch of White House documents that he kept from his presidency in the Mar-a-Lago. Weird-ass house, the one that he partied with Jeffrey Epstein in.
Documents to pedos, you spend too much time.
Yep. Keeping government secrets and Jeffrey Epstein in that house. That's real, by the way. In 1992, this is the two of them partying together. He a fan.
Files. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files.
Government secrets to fucking pedo. Too many files, bro. Too many files.
Sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on?
Laura Loomer is like a political activist, but like far right. And there's like a lot of, I don't know if it's like speculation or just people making jokes at their expense. Like she's like Trump's side piece. You see a lot of photos of them like weirdly close. I don't know how valid that is, but it is a reference to that.
You failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court.
Technically bankrupt from like his leaked tax returns, or like he's in debt. Ballot box, he lost in his own state. And in court, I believe that's where he was first indicted as a felon. He's banned from owning a business in New York because he was convicted.
You're home alone too. You lost in New York.
Home Alone 2 and Lost in New York? That's a fun reference. It's like, that's like a good, like, you lost in your home state. Bank, ballot box, and the courts, bitch!
Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly.
I'm gonna Google Trump IBS. Oh my fucking god! Dude, there's an article for everything! It was a guess!
I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
So, true... Biden? Okay, Joe Biden, what you got?
Texas to Niagara Falls.
She's even got better wow.
I hope you wrote that.
Oh! Better walls, because Trump, like, couldn't get the border wall funded. Everybody likes Tim Walz significantly more than his VP.
Man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own kids.
Your money was
Foul. They're both coming with like personal attacks. I think Trump comes harder with those because he excels with those in real life. Kamala's obviously got like the references to like the public scandals and then like her own personal digs. But if you don't know, so Kamala's kids, like she is the stepmother of the kids she's raising right now. But I think it was also a matter of her husband from a previous marriage. She apparently wasn't able to conceive, and obviously that's not a thing to fucking dunk on someone for. But it's a very Trumpian line if we're doing like these caricaturized versions where they just get fucking nasty. Oh man, so looking up some of these for the sake of explaining bars. Kamala Harris to get pregnant. That is such a fucking weird search, man. I'm only doing it for the sake of this, promise. Okay, I can't find anything specifically for her history. There's at least the adoption angle. I think it was IVF. Oh yeah.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby.
Your mom didn't love you. Your mom didn't love you as a child. I wouldn't say that's like as much of a stinger as Trump's that it's coming off of. Was Trump's mom absent? The mystery of Mary Trump. Donald Trump reveres his father, but not his mother. Yeah, there's something there. I don't know the details.
If she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady.
JD Vance, that's more of a dig at him than it is Kamala or Trump directly. Basically, he described like Kamala voters as childless cat ladies. JD Vance has said shit about like how Kamala doesn't have the perspective on like, oh, to be a parent in America because she's never like given birth. She's only raised someone else's kids or whatever the fuck. It's kind of like Hillary Clinton had this fucking awful, terrible line how she viewed the opposition voters, where she called them a basket of deplorables. Like she blanket covered the entirety of Trump's voter base as that, and it like co-opted or reclaimed the basket of deplorables line and used it as a rallying cry for their voter base. And the childless cat lady stuff gone pretty well for Kamala in that regard. Like Taylor Swift was using that shit.
And if your racist landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill,
yo, daddy dead.
I'm seeing me living rent free in your head.
Well,
I mean, she does. She does, but I mean, like, that's a two-way street. When you're in an election cycle, no shit, your opponent is, like, in your head all the time. Rent-free in your head. Wait, no, the bar just hit me. His dad was, like, a fucking notoriously, like, rich, like, real estate mogul. And there was a controversy where I don't know if it was the DOJ or a more specific agency, sued Fred and Donald Trump for supposedly having discrimination against black and brown tenants, like, where they would apparently say there was no apartments available. Like, if a black person was trying to rent, they would say that rent was double to certain people. So, a black woman living rent-free in Trump's head, that's a pretty good flip. Your daddy would hate to see that you're letting me rent-free up in your dome up there. Good bar.
well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's good. By trade, Kamala is a lawyer. I believe she was the Attorney General of California at one point. She's a prosecutor. The bar exam is the exam you have to pass in order to become a lawyer. You failed the bar exam after that. She's just calling her rhymes trash.
I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good.
Turn into like the Yellowstone geyser.
I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my fucking God. Dude, I gotta stand up for this. I gotta stand up for the rest of this, all right? I can't sit down and watch this. Basically, Kamala is half black, half Indian, right? Trump's whole thing is that, like, oh, suddenly she's black now. First she was Indian, now she's black. And she just decided that recently. Like, there's clips of him saying that it's like a grift or whatever the fuck to get votes. And I mean, yeah, she's definitely using it as part of her appeal, but like, fucking no shit. Like, that's the whole point. Like, so yeah, the half of you that is black doesn't rap. Very racist. But, very, very, like, Donald Trump believable. Oh, in the Black Jobs play. Oh, my God. But that's a good bar. Or, like, a well-thought-out bar. Maybe good is the wrong adjective here.
Good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
It's, like, I mean, I get the dig, but it's, like, how old is the Stormy Daniels stuff, and we're still using it as, like, yeah, he had sex with a porn star, cheated on his wife, whatever. I feel like there's a Stormy Daniel bar in every single one of these Trump election raps.
Can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, cause they're eating the dogs!
They're eating the dogs! They're eating the dogs! I cannot tell you how fucking annoying it is to have, like, an actual stem of mine recently to be, like, doing as good of an impression of Trump saying that as I can. I can say eating the dogs better than him there.
Should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your
I have all the
rallies.
big
Yep, that's like a thing. Like she put the bait in debate that night, bro, because she just kept throwing out little things that she knew would get on his nerves and leave him just meandering because he just can't let personal slights go. I have the biggest rallies!
biggest rallies.
Yes? Well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're a
Oh, okay. I'm predicting in the next 10 seconds, a character is about to come out and, like, break up the argument. Probably Lincoln, because in every other time this has happened, Mitt Romney versus Obama, like, they just have, like, these one bar, like, back and forth. I have the biggest rallies. I have Taylor Swift. You're ugly! And then, like, it just, like, goes for a few more lines, and then, like, Eagle! Or some shit.
all the biggest rallies.
Yes? Well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist.
Jumping Jesus ain't.
Okay, that's not who I was not expecting Roosevelt. Oh, do you think they're gonna do, like, the Rushmore 4 or some shit?
No one wants to fight about politics this much. You
I'd be surprised.
don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do.
That's like actually a pretty good criticism of like people who would vote for Kamala generally are doing it in large part because they just don't want Trump to be the winner. And if it's like Biden where like the presidency itself is just a fucking mess and nothing gets done, it's gonna be, well, I mean, we voted to keep him out again. And that was it.
Try not to slide democracy straight to chapter 11.
Yep, bankruptcy. Same way he's like, he does his companies and shit. Also, I love how accurate, like, they have the stance of how Trump stands.
This government was founded on self-evident truths. So keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. More. By the people, for the people.
Clearly, he did not come in on an eagle. And moose does not rhyme with people. Moose! Directed by Joe Biden. They just have him walking around because he doesn't know where he is. Wait, did you just die? I don't know what's wrong with my software. It just like started bugging. Yep, no dice, no dice. All right, plushie mode. Congrats, plush me. You've been upgraded to full status. What's with the plushie's eyes? When I masked it out, I accidentally missed the eyes, and now we just keep it because it's funny.
The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris.
Oh, that's actually another reference. Camel Toe Harris splitting her legs, obviously. Like, I'm describing this for educational purposes only. I do not agree with these sentiments, but he's basically saying like her pussy's loose because there's like a campaign on the right, like there was like when she first got nominated. Oh, she made her way up the political ladder by having sex. And then they were saying shit like, she's gonna have to give a blowjob to 80 million people. And that wasn't Trump directly. That was like more like just kind of like Twitter accounts pushing that type of shit. Dude, I love how you can see like the makeup that's supposed to like make Epic Lloyd look older just kind of cracking. It kind of adds to the effect.
I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess that.
Did Kamala actually fail the bar exam? The answer, misleading, so not entirely false. She failed it the first time. She took it for the second time and passed. Okay, I figured that was probably it.
Well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, that one is still so filthy. That one is still so filthy. Fucking Christ, dude. Like, that one hits every fucking time. Oh, wait, I like this little detail. Like, in the Trump loves Twitter. People who are insiders have said, like, yeah, he tweets all the time. We already know he tweets all the time. Through pure volume of shit coming out. It's a fun little, like, sight gag. I'm in the middle of a rap battle, but I'm texting. Moose! I think it was, like, a fun mix-up that they chose a different, like, kind of legendary president for a third guy who comes in to just, like, capstone the whole battle. Because, like, Lincoln's done it twice. They didn't have anybody for Trump versus Biden. That was fun. Okay, so here's my two criteria. On like the foundation of like how traceable the bars were to like a point of origin and being able to verify it, I think Kamala won. I think on just how fucking biting some of the bars were, I gotta give that to Trump. And that's like in character. Ruthless man. The some of shit he said, like that's undeniable. Like as far as the writing goes, I think he had like bigger stingers, but Kamala probably had more shit you could trace to an article about. I think that's like a pretty fair assessment. Canon accurate for Harris to have the facts and Trump to spout bullshit. I mean, this is the thing. Like, I don't know if y'all saw, but Trump went on Joe Rogan. I'm hoping Kamala actually does go on Joe Rogan, because I think like having that counterbalance would be effective as long as the conversation isn't a fucking disaster. Joe Rogan did say something I agree with. Trump has comedic timing. He is very clearly like an entertainer first. Like you can tell that he spent 12 seasons like hosting like prime television with The Apprentice. He has screen presence and is quick on his feet when it comes to that sort of shit. That is like one of the biggest things on Twitter. It's like, God damn it, what a piece of shit. Why does he have to be funny? I think about like this one thing from the 2020 primaries when like there was like 50 billion Democrats trying to get the spot.
She was really mean to Mini Mike. I'll tell you, the way she treated her. He didn't know what hit him. He's going, oh, get me off of this stage. Get me off. Get me off of this stage.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you. That's a great clip. Get me off of this stage. He doesn't, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Rip Trump, you would have been an amazing drag queen. I'm gonna wrap this one up here. We've been going for about an hour. This might be a YouTube video. I haven't decided yet.